12 signs your body needs more protein and how to stop your body breaking down as you get older. After working with clients for over 5 years, one of the most common patterns I see is this. Sign 1, you're hungry again just 1 to 2 hours after eating. You finish a meal, feel satisfied for a short while, and then suddenly your energy crashes. Your focus fades, you feel irritable or foggy, and you're already reaching for a snack. Sound familiar? In most cases, this happens when the meal didn't contain enough high-quality, absorbable protein. Here's what's going on inside your body. When a meal is mostly carbohydrates and low in protein, those carbs digest quickly. Your blood sugar rises fast, giving you a temporary boost of energy. But without adequate protein to slow digestion and stabilize that response, blood sugar drops just as quickly. That drop is what leaves you feeling drained, unfocused, and hungry again, especially your brain, which is highly sensitive to these fluctuations. Protein changes the equation. When you include enough quality protein in your meal, it slows digestion, stabilizes blood sugar, increases satiety hormones, helps maintain steady energy, supports muscle and metabolic health as you age. If you're crashing shortly after meals, the solution is often simple. Build your plate around protein first. Eggs, fish, lean meats, Greek yogurt, lentils, or other complete protein sources can dramatically change how long you stay full and mentally sharp. As we get older, preserving muscle and metabolic strength becomes even more important. Adequate protein isn't just about feeling full, it's about preventing your body from breaking down its own tissue for fuel. And this is just the first sign. Sign 2, your leg muscles are slowly shrinking. Over the past 2 decades, I've seen many people become frustrated when they notice their calves, thighs, or glutes getting smaller as they age. They often assume they're not exercising enough. But in many cases, that's not the real issue. One major factor is elevated cortisol. Cortisol is your body's primary stress hormone. In small amounts, it's helpful. But when it stays chronically high, due to ongoing stress, poor sleep, undereating, or even excessive cardio, it becomes catabolic. That means it breaks tissue down, including muscle. As we age, we're already more prone to muscle loss, a process known as age-related muscle decline. When high cortisol is layered on top of inadequate protein intake, the body has very little reason, or raw material, to maintain muscle mass. Instead, it may begin breaking down muscle to meet its energy and metabolic needs. This is where protein becomes critical. Adequate, high-quality protein provides the amino acids your body needs to repair and rebuild muscle tissue. It also helps counteract the muscle-wasting effects of stress hormones by supporting recovery and stabilizing blood sugar, which in turn helps regulate cortisol. If you're noticing your legs getting smaller despite staying active, it may not be about doing more exercise. It may be about giving your body the building blocks it needs to preserve and rebuild muscle. And this becomes even more important as you get older. Sign 3, your joints start clicking, cracking, or popping. Over the years, many people tell me they've started noticing strange sounds coming from their knees, shoulders, hips, even the breastbone, when they move. A little occasional popping can be normal, but when it becomes frequent and noticeable, it's often a sign that the joint tissue needs support. One common reason is the gradual breakdown of collagen, especially type 2 collagen, which is a major structural protein found in cartilage. Cartilage acts like a cushion between your bones. It keeps joints smooth, stable, and well lubricated. When collagen begins to thin or weaken, the cartilage can dry out and lose its shock-absorbing quality. As lubrication decreases, the joint surfaces may rub more directly against each other. That friction is what can create grinding, cracking, or popping sounds during movement. Protein plays a central role here. Your body builds and repairs joint tissue using amino acids from the protein you eat. Without enough quality protein, collagen repair slows down. Over time, that can affect joint comfort and flexibility. To support joint health, focus on whole animal proteins that provide complete amino acids. Collagen-rich foods like bone broth. Nutrients such as glucosamine and chondroitin, which support cartilage structure. As we age, joint tissue doesn't regenerate as quickly as it once did. Giving your body the raw materials it needs becomes essential. Not just for quieter joints, but for long-term mobility and strength. Sign 4, you feel colder than you used to. Over the years, I've had many people tell me, I don't know what's changed, but I'm always cold now. They're wearing layers, thick socks, even turning up the heat, yet their hands and feet still feel icy. Often, this comes back to metabolism, and more specifically, the thyroid. Your thyroid gland, located in the neck, acts like your body's thermostat. It regulates how much heat and energy your body produces. But here's what many people don't realize. Thyroid hormones must be properly converted in the liver into their active form to keep your metabolism running efficiently. That conversion process depends heavily on adequate nutrition, especially quality protein. Without enough protein, your body may struggle to produce and convert thyroid hormones efficiently. When that happens, metabolic rate can slow down. And when metabolism slows, heat production drops. The result? You feel cold more often, particularly in your extremities like your hands and feet. Chronic stress, low-calorie dieting, and poor nutrient intake can make this worse. To support healthy thyroid function and warmth, ensure you're eating enough high-quality protein daily. Include selenium-rich foods, like eggs, fish, or Brazil nuts. Improve circulation through regular movement and strength training. As we age, metabolic efficiency naturally declines. Supporting your thyroid with proper protein intake isn't just about warmth, it's about maintaining steady energy, muscle mass, and overall resilience. Sign 5. Your hair is thinning more than it used to. In my experience, thinning hair is often one of the first outward signs that the body isn't getting enough of what it needs internally, especially protein. Hair follicles are incredibly active structures. To continuously produce thick, healthy strands, they require a steady supply of amino acids, the building blocks of protein. These amino acids help form keratin, the structural protein that gives hair its strength and thickness. When protein intake is too low, the body becomes strategic. It diverts available amino acids toward vital organs and essential functions like hormone production, immune support, and tissue repair. Hair growth, while important cosmetically, is not a survival priority. As a result, growth slows, strands become finer, and over time you may notice thinning or recession. One amino acid in particular, leucine, plays a powerful role. Found in foods like eggs and red meat, leucine helps activate growth pathways in the body, including those involved in tissue repair and cellular regeneration. When intake is adequate, it can support the signaling processes that keep hair follicles active and productive. If you're seeing more hair in the brush or a gradual loss of thickness, it may not just be age. It could be your body asking for better building materials. Strong, healthy hair starts from within, and adequate, high-quality protein is one of the foundations. Sign 6. Your nails begin to spoon. Over the years, I've learned that your nails can reveal a great deal about your internal health. One specific change to watch for is something called spooning, when the fingernails or toenails start curving upward at the edges, creating a shallow dip in the center. In more noticeable cases, the nail almost looks like it could hold a small drop of water. This condition is often linked to low levels of heme iron in the blood, a form of iron deficiency anemia. Heme iron is the type of iron found in animal-based proteins like red meat, poultry, and fish. It's more easily absorbed by the body compared to non-heme iron from plant sources. When intake is too low, or when absorption is compromised, iron levels can drop. Since iron plays a critical role in oxygen transport and cellular energy production, low levels can affect tissues that grow quickly, including your nails. In some cases, the issue isn't just low intake. It may be poor absorption. Low stomach acid, digestive imbalances, or chronic gut issues can interfere with your ability to properly break down protein and extract iron from food. If you're noticing nail changes like spooning, it's a sign your body may be struggling to maintain adequate iron and protein status. Supporting healthy digestion and ensuring sufficient intake of quality animal protein can make a meaningful difference. And later, we'll explore practical ways to naturally improve both protein and iron absorption to help correct this from the root cause. Sign 7. You're losing your appetite. One pattern I've seen repeatedly, especially in older adults, is a gradual loss of appetite. They feel full after just a few bites, meals become smaller and less frequent, and over time their overall protein intake drops without them even realizing it. In many cases, this isn't simply aging. It's digestive efficiency declining. As we get older, stomach acid production can decrease. Digestive enzyme output may also fall. When stomach acid becomes too low, protein isn't broken down properly in the stomach. That means amino acids aren't released and absorbed as efficiently in the small intestine. When digestion feels heavy or uncomfortable, the body naturally suppresses hunger signals. The person eats less, absorbs less, and the cycle continues. Over time, this can contribute to muscle loss, fatigue, and slower metabolism. Supporting healthy digestion becomes just as important as choosing the right foods. Sign 8. You're losing motivation or feeling emotionally flat. This one surprises many people. Protein isn't just about muscles, it's critical for your brain. Your brain uses amino acids from protein to manufacture neurotransmitters such as serotonin and dopamine. These chemicals regulate mood, motivation, focus, pleasure, and emotional resilience. If protein intake is too low, the raw materials to build these neurotransmitters become limited. The result can feel subtle at first: less excitement about things you used to enjoy, lower drive, difficulty concentrating, or a general sense of emotional flatness. In some individuals, it may also show up as anxiety or poor sleep. For example, tryptophan, an amino acid found in protein-rich foods, is required to produce serotonin and melatonin, both essential for healthy sleep cycles and mood balance. When the brain doesn't have the building blocks it needs, chemistry shifts. If you've noticed changes in your motivation, mood, or sleep patterns, it may not just be stress or age. It could be that your body, and especially your brain, needs more consistent, high-quality protein to function at its best. And as we continue, we'll look at how to correct this in a practical, sustainable way. Sign 9. Your skin stays creased when you pinch it. Here's a very simple at-home check I've used for years. Gently pinch the skin on the back of your hand and release it. In well-supported, elastic skin, it should spring back quickly. If the fold stays creased for more than 2 or 3 seconds, even when you're properly hydrated, it can be a sign that collagen fibers are thinning. Collagen is a structural protein that gives skin its firmness, elasticity, and resilience. As protein intake or absorption declines, collagen production can slow. Over time, the deeper layers of the skin lose strength and elasticity, and skin may appear thinner or age more quickly. While sun exposure and lifestyle certainly play a role in skin aging, one often overlooked factor is simple. Are you consuming, and properly absorbing, enough quality protein to rebuild collagen daily? Sign 10. Tender or sore shins when pressed. Most people think of bones as solid calcium structures, but bones are actually about 30% protein. That protein matrix acts like scaffolding, giving minerals such as calcium something to anchor to. Without a strong protein framework, bones can gradually become more fragile from the inside out. Here's another basic test. Press your finger firmly along the front of your shin bone. If you feel an unusual deep soreness or a sharp, pinpoint ache, it may suggest that the internal bone matrix isn't as robust as it should be. Chronic low protein intake, poor digestion, or frequent use of antacids, which reduce stomach acid and impair protein breakdown, can contribute to this issue. If protein isn't properly digested, the amino acids needed to maintain bone structure aren't fully available. In some cases, ensuring adequate vitamin D3 levels can also support bone strength, since vitamin D plays a key role in calcium regulation and bone metabolism. Sign 11. You're getting sick more often. Your immune system is built from protein. Antibodies, immune cells, and many of the signaling molecules that fight infections are made from amino acids. If protein intake is insufficient, immune defenses can weaken over time. People may notice they catch colds more easily, take longer to recover, or experience recurring infections. Often, this is brushed off as just getting older, but in many cases, it reflects a gradual decline in nutritional resilience, especially protein status. When you consistently provide your body with enough high-quality protein and support digestion so it can absorb it properly, you strengthen not just muscles and skin, but your immune defenses as well. As we age, protein becomes less optional and more essential. It is the raw material for structure, repair, hormones, enzymes, immunity, and even how we feel mentally and physically each day. Sign 12. You're getting sick frequently. Your immune system is incredibly complex. It relies on nutrients like vitamin C, zinc, and vitamin D, but underneath all of that, it depends heavily on protein. White blood cells, antibodies, immune messengers, they're all built from amino acids. Without adequate protein, your body simply cannot manufacture and repair immune components efficiently. If you're experiencing several of the signs we've already discussed, thinning hair, muscle loss, cold sensitivity, poor recovery, and you're also getting sick more than 3 times a year, it may be a sign your protein reserves are running low. One amino acid that plays a particularly important role in immune health is glutamine. It's heavily used by immune cells and by the cells lining your gut, which forms a major part of your immune defense system. Red meat is naturally rich in complete protein and provides glutamine along with iron, zinc, and B vitamins that support repair and resilience. For many people, strategically increasing high-quality protein intake can significantly improve recovery time and resistance to common infections. Now that we've covered the many signs that your body may need more protein, let's talk about the best ways to boost your protein intake while protecting it from breakdown. The first step is simple: eat more real, high-quality protein. Your body requires 9 essential amino acids to build new protein, the building blocks that strengthen muscles, produce hormones and brain chemicals, and maintain collagen and connective tissue. Some of the best natural sources include red meat, beef steaks, lamb, venison, and ground beef provide complete protein plus cofactors like zinc, which is essential for triggering protein synthesis. Eggs, one of the most absorbable protein sources available. Eggs also contain cholesterol, needed for building growth hormones. Whey protein, rapidly absorbed, high in leucine, and ideal for muscle repair and growth. Fish and seafood, complete protein with omega-3s that help reduce collagen breakdown as you age. Dairy, cheese, yogurt, and full-fat milk help lower stress hormones while boosting protein intake. Collagen peptides provide additional amino acids that strengthen joints, skin, and connective tissue. But how much protein do you actually need? For many adults, especially those under stress, experiencing poor sleep, or facing age-related muscle loss, protein requirements are higher than you might think. A simple guideline is 2 palm-sized portions of protein per meal. More specifically, aim for at least 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. For example, someone weighing 70 kilograms, 154 pounds, would need about 85 grams of protein daily. If you're stressed, not sleeping well, or losing muscle, targeting 110 to 120 grams per day is more effective. And remember, timing matters. Distributing protein evenly across meals helps your body activate repair pathways efficiently, support muscle maintenance, and keep energy levels steady throughout the day. After a night of sleep, your body is in a catabolic state, meaning it's naturally breaking down protein, including muscle tissue. Eating protein for your first meal can help switch off this muscle breakdown by stimulating IGF-1, the hormone that promotes protein synthesis and strengthens your body. This is why many bodybuilders start the day with eggs or omelets. Personally, I like to add collagen peptides to my morning coffee for an extra anti-aging boost, supporting joints, skin, and connective tissue. But what if you follow a vegan diet? Options like pea protein, fermented soy, and sprouted lentils can provide some of the essential amino acids your body needs. However, these sources are not complete proteins and are less easily absorbed, especially in older adults who require higher protein intake. In such cases, supplementing with essential amino acid blends may be necessary to ensure your body gets everything it needs for muscle maintenance and repair. Step 2. Improve protein absorption. Eating plenty of protein is essential, but it's just as important that your body can absorb it. As we age, the quality of our digestive juices often declines, making it harder to digest heavier proteins like meat. One simple solution is apple cider vinegar. Mix 1 tablespoon in a tall glass of water before meals. The acetic acid strengthens stomach acid and triggers the release of digestive enzymes, helping your body break down and absorb protein more effectively. Many people notice a boost in energy within just a few days. Sea salt is another key factor. Sodium from salt supports the transporters in your gut that move amino acids where they're needed to produce hormones, neurotransmitters, collagen, keratin, and other essential proteins. Using Celtic sea salt or pink Himalayan salt on your meals can help maximize absorption. Don't forget bitters. If you have a fatty liver, struggle with weight, or often feel bloated after eating fatty foods, bitter vegetables can help stimulate bile release. Bile breaks down fats and cholesterol and supports the production of protein-building hormones like estrogen, testosterone, and thyroid hormones. Some excellent bitter foods include radishes, artichoke hearts and leaves, arugula, mustard greens, lemon juice, small amounts of grapefruit, watercress dark, unsweetened cocoa. Incorporating these foods regularly helps your liver function, improves digestion, and ensures your body can fully utilize the protein you eat to repair and strengthen muscles, joints, and tissues. Step 3. Reduce catabolic hormones. Catabolic hormones, like cortisol, break down protein in your muscles, skin, and joints. Reducing their impact is crucial for maintaining strength and vitality as you age. The most effective way to do this is prioritize sleep. Aim for at least 7 hours of deep, quality sleep per night to naturally lower cortisol. If falling asleep is difficult, a magnesium glycinate supplement before bed can help you relax. Next, use your muscles regularly. Gentle, progressive resistance, lifting heavier objects, or strength training improves insulin sensitivity, which helps amino acids reach your muscles, joints, and bones for repair and growth. And don't fear saturated fat. Although often demonized, it's essential for preventing muscle and protein loss, as it serves as a raw material for building growth hormones. Enjoy fattier cuts of meat in moderation. When eaten apart from refined carbs, they generally do not raise small dense LDL cholesterol. By combining better sleep, regular strength use, and proper dietary fats, you create the perfect environment to protect and rebuild protein in your body, keeping muscles, skin, joints, and overall strength intact. While a protein-rich diet is the foundation, some supplements can help boost protein synthesis and support overall health. Collagen peptides, excellent for strengthening connective tissue, joints, and skin. Essential amino acid, EAA, blends, highly absorbable, just 5 to 10 grams per day can trigger protein synthesis and support muscle repair. Vitamin D3 especially recommended for anyone over 30, as it helps control inflammation and preserve muscle mass. N-acetylcysteine, NAC, supports liver health, protects against age-related stress damage, and aids the production of protein-building hormones. With these strategies, from diet to supplements, your protein levels will rise, energy will improve, and your body will feel stronger and more youthful as it receives the fuel it needs. For a deeper dive into maintaining collagen and connective tissue as you age, check out my Rebuilding Collagen video, linked on the screen now. Thank you so much for watching. Wishing you great health, vitality, and happiness.